Hey, what's going on, everybody? Zach here with Brandonwound Pickups, and welcome to another episode of Rewind Time. So we got a treat for you guys today. We have a couple of humbuckers, specifically Gibson humbuckers from the 1950s. Yes, that is right. We have a pair of Gibson PAF pickups. They're in need of some help. They've been messed with, but that's okay. We can make them right again. So we have two of them here. This one I already kind of started to take apart. They do both work. So, like, I tested the coils. All the coils work. But you can see it has this weird tape on it, which certainly would not have been original. I don't know when this was done. Could have been a long time ago. It's hard to say. Possibly rewound at some point. Possibly somebody worked on them. I don't know. We'll know more once we get this tape off of here. But I do think we probably have a few original coils here, like windings wise, just judging on the color of the wire that I see through the bobbin windows there. But again, we'll see. We just need to get them apart and take a look at them. Now, as I said, I did start taking this one apart, and I took the slug coil here, and I started taking that tape off, and I found original tape, that original kind of gunky black 3M tape, and I'm gonna say that this one is probably an original winding pickup because the wire color looks right, the tape looks right, it doesn't look like the black tape has been off before, so maybe they rewound one coil and then just put all new tape around. I don't know. It's kind of interesting, but again, it does work. So I suppose we are going to go ahead and take these things apart the rest of the way and start taking that tape off and see what we got. And I'll update you guys. Alright guys, so I got this first one totally apart. We got our base plate here, which is actually in pretty good condition. It's really nice. Decal's pretty intact. We got our tooling marks. This is a really nice base plate. The magnet is original, which is good, because sometimes when these are messed with, they can change out the magnets. Got our nice rough cast magnet. It's got the little notch cut out right there. You see that? We've talked about that before. A lot of these seem to have that. Yep, there's that. And we have our keeper bar here, which is also correct. It's kind of like a piece of flat stock steel. It's milled on one side. See that? I probably can't see it very well. Focus. No. Anyways, it's milled on one side. So the slug coil, which I showed you a minute ago, I do believe this is the original windings on this coil. And they just put this crappy tape over the original tape, which you can kind of see there. It's that shiny 3M tape. The color of the wire looks right. I don't think this has really been messed with. I mean, you can't be 100% certain because this could have been done a long time ago. But my gut feeling says this is original. However, this is not. It's an original bobbin. It is the original screw bobbin, but I'm fairly certain that this has been rewound at some point. It looks like it's got a red poly type wire on it. It's very, very loose. It's really spongy, and it's layered weird. This looks to me like it was hand wound, I think, and not very well done as well. So we're going to peel this wire off of here and get some plain enamel on here. And, you know, because this is really spongy. This would probably be a noisy pickup. When you have loose windings like that, they can kind of get kind of microphonic. But anyways, so we're going to get some plain enamel on this one. Now, I think I know what's going on here with these, because this pickup looks like it got the same treatment, because you can see you got that tape again, but if you look close, you can see that this one is really like creamish colored, and this one has some black to it. This is the slug coil again. I think the original tape is underneath of this tape on the slug coil. It's the same thing. And on the screw coil, I see that same red colored wire on this one. So I think both of the screw coils on these pickups were rewound at some point. Now, why? Who knows? Probably done a long time ago. It could have been to make the pickup hotter. You know, both of the screw coils could have died. Perhaps a little less likely. I think they perhaps wanted to make it a little hotter. But anyways, we'll go ahead and pull it apart and verify that, and if that also has this poly wire, we will go ahead and put plain enamel on that as well. So, I know what you're thinking. Well, we need to get some of the right tape on there, right? Well, it just so happens that I have a bunch of it. So we're gonna get this rewound and get some original tape on it, and I guess we'll meet up with you guys here in a little bit. All right, guys, our investigation is complete. This will be kind of a long video because there's kind of a lot to talk about here. Here's our second pickup. Really nice decal on this one. That's in like really good shape. That's cool. So I was correct in that both of these pickups were modified in exactly the same way. So both of the screw coils were rewound, and both of the slug coils, I believe, have the original windings with the original tape on it. Because I peeled that white tape off of the other slug coil, same thing, original tape. So, and again, original magnet and keeper bar. This one also has the little notch. These magnets look identical, pretty cool. So, these were definitely rewound, the screw coils, because like I said, the windings on this one were really spongy and red and awful too. And once I got the wire off, you can see evidence of previous activity inside of these coils. Somebody has been in here with a razor blade and nicked a few edges and stuff. You can see where it's kind of chewed up on the edges. It's a little chewed up on the inside too. So definitely both of them were rewound, but we're going to get them back to spec. It'll be all right. I'll clean them up best I can. When I was looking at these two screw coils, I'm like, you know, those look like they might have came out of the same mold. And they did. So if we look inside here, we got numbers inside the bobbin, which you can't see. But these both came out of mold number 1. And the slug coils came out of different molds because, one, the bobbin windows are a little bit different. And 2, we got a little circle right there. I don't know if you can see that on that one. And this one does not have that. So these were out of different molds. These were out of the same molds. That's super nerd level stuff right there. Okay, so at this point, we are ready to go ahead and rewind these screw coils, and I suppose we'll make this a bridge and a neck. Let's check here. Let's see what the slug coil reads. All right. So we got, come on now, 4.3. That's actually pretty hot. That's good. And then this one, oh, the wires aren't stripped. Well, we won't bother you with that. So this is probably going to be a bridge because that's up there. That's cool. All right, so we're going to rewind the screw coils, put original tape on them, and then we're going to throw all this back together, and we'll meet you guys when they are all done. All right, guys, so these things are all done and ready to go. We got our 2 patent applied for Gibson pickups from the 1950s ready to rock again. So we rewound our screw coils with 42 gauge plain enamel wire, just as they would have had back in the day. And we put some original 3M tape on there. So you can see we got our 2 end pieces there, just like Gibson would have done at this era. Yeah, so we got all original tape. Everything looks really good. Original screws, slugs, you know, decal. Looks great. So one thing we did have to do, when we got these, only 2 of these brass screws on the bottom were in each pickup. The other ones were just missing. So we only have 4 of them total, which kind of sucks. Rather than put 2 in each pickup, I decided to go ahead and put all 4 in the nicer of the 2. So this one has the original brass screws, and this one has 4 of our brass screws, which are pretty similar. I mean, you'd have to be pretty nerd level PAF to spot that, but the originals do have a very distinct shape to them. But yeah, so we got a bridge and a neck here. Our 2 original winding slug coils, one of them read like 4.3 and the other read 4.1, I think. And so we made the 4.3 the bridge, 4.1 the neck, And I think these pickups are going to come out around 8.5 for the bridge and around like 7.8, 7.7 for the neck, which is perfect. That's a great output for both of these. This is so much fun, guys. Restoring original PAF pickups is awesome. I love doing this. And old Fender pickups too. It's always a good time. So there you guys have it. You know, we got these two PAF pickups, long leads. They can put them in whatever they want. They're good to go for a long time. They are correct and they look right. They're going to sound right. It's just right. So there you guys have it. PAF pickup restoration. Hopefully we'll do more of these in the future. I have done some in the past. I have one of my personal PAFs that I rebuilt. And then I think we've done some T-tops and some other stuff. And of course, Jared's done them before on his Rewind Time show as well. So, there you guys have it. Take it easy.